The Native Americans who lived on Dauphin Island prior to its exploration by the Spanish and French must have thought this was a paradise with the abundance of food from the sea and gentle weather, at least most of the time. The Spanish first mapped the island as early as 1519, but it would be 150 years later that it became part of the French Louisiana colony.
This was the headquarters for the French and their further exploration.
Those first explorers named the island Massacre Island after seeing shell mounds with skeletal remains and assuming there'd been a massacre, but which were likely the remains of the island natives in mounds disturbed by storms. Modern times pay tribute to the early explorers, d'Iberville and Bienville, and others who've been associated with the island over hundreds of years.
A lot of the streets are named after the French and Spanish explorers. Some Confederate and Union personnel.
In fact, Dauphin Island has been under 7 different flags over those hundreds of years, including France, Britain, and Spain, but also the Republic of West Florida and the Republic of Alabama, as well as the United States. And one more flag, the Confederacy. Of course, you can't talk about the history of Dauphin Island without talking about historic Fort Gaines and a little skirmish that took place right out there. The Battle of Mobile Bay was one of the decisive naval battles of the Civil War, but some tourists only find out about it once they've arrived.
A lot of them will remember the term damned the torpedoes full speed ahead. That adds a little intrigue to it, and they become a little more interested in it, and they'll come back here and then start reading.
Union Admiral David Farragut was able to break through the defenses of the Confederates staked out in Mobile Bay, Fort Morgan, and Fort Gaines to take the port of Mobile. In the aftermath of the Civil War, seafood, which was always a way of life on the island, and tourism became popular. Graves said when he first came to Dauphin Island in the 1960s, he remembered seeing people harvesting oysters with tongs.
I saw these people out in the boats working these tongs. And later on, I was still a young kid. I was in the maybe early 20s. I tried it just for kicks. I didn't make any headway.
The technique is still used today for smaller oyster harvesters. Tourism also became a mainstay, especially with the construction of a bridge to the island in 1955, giving greater access to more people. But Hurricane Frederic destroyed that bridge. A newer, better bridge built with precast concrete was opened in 1982. That bridge has survived many major storms, including Hurricanes Ivan and Katrina. Bill Riles, WKRG News 5.